The Little Princess Who Turned Her Teacher into a Rabbit. At the very top of Moonbeam Hill stood Sparkle Crown Magic School, a castle with silver towers, rainbow windows, and floating lanterns that twinkled even in the daytime. Inside the castle studied a little princess named Lily. Princess Lily was small and cheerful. She had soft curls, shiny blue shoes, and a tiny wand decorated with a star. She loved magic more than anything in the world. But there was one small problem. Lily was always in a hurry. She hurried when she brushed her teeth. She hurried when she tied her shoes. She hurried when she did her magic homework. And when she hurried, things often went a little bit wrong.
Slow down, Lily. Magic works best when you are calm.
Her mother always said kindly. Lily would nod.
I know, Mommy.
But 5 minutes later, she would already be racing somewhere again. One bright Monday morning, Lily skipped into Sparkle Crown Magic School with her satchel bouncing behind her. Today was extra special. The students were finally going to learn the Bunny Blossom spell, a gentle magic that could make flowers hop like tiny rabbits for a few seconds. Lily had been waiting all week. In the classroom, the children sat at their sparkling desks. There was Bella, who loved books, Oliver, who always asked questions, Mia, who giggled at everything, and at the front stood their teacher, Miss Hazel. Miss Hazel was the kindest magic teacher in the whole school. She wore long purple robes with tiny silver moons stitched on them, and she always smelled faintly of lavender tea.
Good morning, little magicians.
Miss Hazel said with a smile.
Good morning, Miss Hazel.
Everyone answered. Miss Hazel tapped the blackboard with her wand. Puff! The words appeared in swirly golden letters. Bunny Blossom Spell. Say clearly. Flora Flopsy, Bunny Bloom.
Now remember, magic is not about being the fastest. It is about listening carefully, speaking clearly, and staying calm,
said Miss Hazel. Lily raised her hand immediately.
I already know it,
she said excitedly. Miss Hazel smiled gently.
I'm sure you are eager, Lily, but first, let us practice together.
The children each received a little flower pot with one daisy inside.
Watch me,
said Miss Hazel. She lifted her wand.
Flora Flopsy, Bunny Bloom.
The daisy gave a tiny wiggle. Then, boing! It sprouted 2 fluffy bunny ears and hopped twice around the pot before turning back into an ordinary flower. The class clapped happily.
Now it's your turn,
said Miss Hazel. Everyone practiced slowly. Bella whispered the words carefully. Oliver remembered to tap the flower pot twice. Mia accidentally made her flower sneeze sparkles, and everyone laughed. Lily, however, was bouncing in her seat. She wanted to be the very best. She wanted to finish first. Before Miss Hazel had even reached the next row, Lily jumped up.
I can do it all by myself,
she cried. She waved her wand too quickly.
Flopsy Flora, Bunny Boom, Flowery Bloppy. Oh dear,
said Miss Hazel, hurrying toward her. But it was too late. Flash! A burst of pink glitter exploded across the classroom. There was a loud pop. The room went completely silent. Where Miss Hazel had been standing, there was now a small white rabbit with purple spectacles sitting on the teacher's desk. The rabbit blinked. Its little nose twitched. Then it squeaked.
Oh my!
The whole class gasped. Mia dropped her wand. Oliver nearly fell off his chair. Bella covered her mouth.
Miss Hazel? Clow,
Whispered Lily. The rabbit nodded sadly. Lily's eyes grew wide.
I turned the teacher into a rabbit.
For one moment, nobody moved. Then all at once, the classroom exploded into noise. She has bunny ears! Can she still teach? Will she live in the carrot garden forever? Do rabbits still give homework? Miss Hazel, the rabbit version, hopped onto a stack of books and squeaked loudly.
Children, please stay calm.
The class grew quiet. Miss Hazel adjusted her tiny purple spectacles.
It was an accident, but accidents can be fixed,
She said. Lily's face turned pink.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
She whispered. Miss Hazel looked kindly at her.
I know you didn't, Lily. But sometimes when we rush, we make bigger mistakes than we expect.
Lily felt a funny lump in her throat. She looked down at her shoes.
I just wanted to be first.
Miss Hazel's whiskers twitched gently.
It is much more important to do your best than to be first.
Just then, the classroom door opened. In walked the headmistress, Madame Starwisk. She was tall and grand, with silver hair piled high like a snowy mountain. She stopped in the doorway.
Why? Is there a rabbit wearing Miss Hazel's spectacles?
She said slowly. Everyone pointed at Lily. Lily wished she could disappear into her desk. Madame Starwisk listened carefully as the children explained everything. When they finished, she nodded.
Well, there is only one way to change Miss Hazel back,
She said. Lily looked up hopefully.
How?
You must make the Moonflower Reversal Potion. The ingredients are hidden around the school,
Said Madame Starwisk. Lily gulped.
Can I do it?
You can, but you must not hurry. You must listen, think, and work carefully,
Said Madame Starwisk. Miss Hazel the rabbit nodded.
I believe in you, Lily.
So Lily took a deep breath and set off with Bella, Oliver, and Mia to find the ingredients. The first ingredient was 3 silver moon petals from the garden. The children hurried outside to the school garden, where glowing flowers bloomed beside little stone paths.
There.
Cried Oliver, pointing to a tall silver flower. Lily ran toward it, but then she stopped. She remembered what had happened before.
No, I need to slow down.
She said quietly. She looked carefully. There were many silver flowers, but only one had petals shaped like tiny moons.
That one.
Said Bella. Lily carefully picked 3 petals and placed them in a basket.
Well done.
Said Bella. The second ingredient was a spoonful of sparkling pond water. At the pond, Mia leaned too far and almost fell in. Lily grabbed her hand.
Careful.
She said. Then Lily knelt down slowly and dipped the spoon gently into the water. Tiny sparkles danced across the surface.
One ingredient left.
Said Oliver. The final ingredient was the hardest of all. They needed 1 golden feather from the sleepy owl in the school tower. The owl was famous for being grumpy if anyone woke him suddenly. The children climbed the winding tower stairs. At the top, the owl was sleeping on a cushion. His feathers shimmered gold in the sunlight. Oliver tiptoed forward. Creak! The floorboards squeaked. The owl opened one eye. Who? He grumbled. The children froze. Lily took a deep breath. This time, she did not rush. She walked slowly to the owl.
Excuse me, Mr. Owl. We need one feather to help Miss Hazel,
she said politely. The owl blinked. Then, he smiled. A tiny owl smile.
Hoo-hoo, since you asked so nicely.
He plucked one golden feather and gave it to her.
Thank you,
said Lily. By the time they returned to the classroom, Lily was carrying all the ingredients carefully in her basket. Madam Starwhisk placed a little silver cauldron on the desk.
Now, you must make the potion,
she said. Lily's hands trembled. Usually she would have rushed. Usually she would have tossed everything in at once. But this time was different. She took a deep breath. First, she placed in the moon petals, then the sparkling pond water. Finally, the golden feather.
Now stir 3 times,
said Madam Starwhisk. Lily stirred slowly. 1. The potion turned pale blue. 2. The potion sparkled softly. 3. The potion glowed bright gold. Ka,
Now say the words clearly,
said Miss Hazel the rabbit. Lily looked at her teacher.
I'm really sorry,
She said. Miss Hazel twitched her nose.
I know.
Lily lifted her wand. Very slowly and very carefully, she said.
Moonlight, bright and gentle too. Please bring back our teacher true.
The cauldron glowed. Golden swirls floated around the room. The rabbit rose gently into the air. Pop! There stood Miss Hazel once again, wearing her purple robes and silver moon necklace. The class cheered.
Miss Hazel is back.
Mia danced. Oliver clapped. Bella smiled. And Lily ran toward her teacher. Then she stopped. She did not want to knock her over in excitement. Instead, she gave Miss Hazel a careful hug.
I'm sorry,
She said again. Miss Hazel hugged her back.
I think you learned something very important today.
Lily nodded.
That being first isn't the most important thing.
Miss Hazel smiled.
And? That magic works better when I slow down. Exactly.
That afternoon, the class practiced the bunny blossom spell again. This time, Lily waited patiently. She listened carefully. She held her wand gently.
Flora Flopsy, Bunny Bloom.
Her flower sprouted tiny bunny ears, gave 2 perfect hops, and landed neatly back in its pot. Everyone clapped.
You did it,
said Mia. Lily smiled proudly. Not because she had been first, but because she had done it carefully. And from that day on, whenever Lily felt herself rushing too fast, she would remember the day she turned her teacher into a rabbit. Then she would stop, take a deep breath, and whisper to herself,
Slow and steady magic is the best magic of all.
And somehow, everything always worked much better after that.